I did mention that special function that has been some special honor for mental health care to put those shattered pieces together into one grandiose story of pure madness. There's a special feature in all this that maybe is the most ingenious aspect of it all. It's that this kind of story has this tendency to actually write itself, because apart from what I've already mentioned, that you yourself as being the central focus of it all, become like the messenger. You are the one keeping all these participants informed and connected to each other, and that then eventually all of it becomes a psychiatric matter one way or the other. These kind of things will always land upon their desk, and they are some real nasty assholes, I must say. Not that there's anything wrong with being an asshole. I mean, even us who are not, we usually at least have one. Nothing wrong so far. As specifically those nasty assholes, I think that is the actual problem. You know, when you get there, they will actually listen, not only carefully and politely, because, you know, most of these actors, participants, won't even listen. It's just it's very much more openly formal. That it's part of the show that you're supposed to sit there and grow the whole full story once again, all the way from the beginning. And you know, it keeps growing, because every time you tell the story, there's this new link in the chain, and everyone needs to be informed about anything, everything, for some reason. Yeah, really, for some reason, it's not that not at all obvious, because no one will actually listen, and no one will do anything about anything. So I'm not really sure what's the purpose of that. Then you draw your full story, and they are actually a bit more skilled and vile, should I say that? So they actually make their comments once in a while. Some feedback that actually sounds at least a few degrees above politeness and formality, and they really may seem to be understanding, and so in the beginning I really had some idea that these guys at least must see through this weird construction. It must seem silly, especially from a psychiatric view, because those different pieces won't fit. I don't really know what's holding it together. Some super glue stuff. But, you know, those journals they write, they're accessible from the web, so since you get home again, you can get away. You can check what's been discussed. What's been disgusting. There are those comments that they will never speak out loudly while you're there. And the thing is, what's really striking is that huge gap between what they this impression that they will those signals that they will broadcast while actually talking compared to what they will write. And really here the whole thing becomes true, because all the way through this, there is no one who will in any way ask what has happened, or try to figure out what has really happened. It's more a formal thing. You're supposed to let them know how freaky you are. Make it official what kind of conceptions that your subjective reality consists of, and they make a complete picture out of this. And here everything will be included, because what they do not get from me personally, they have already gotten from someone else. Some of those have been calling and informing them of this very emergent matter, and they express themselves in a very unsentimental way as soon as they're on their own, and they have their special kind of tone, attitude, mode, expressions like, and he serves his usual story, or the same story as he's been telling this or that one, and I mean, whether or not it's spoken out loud, you know, when you come somewhere with a story like this one, like I said, rather sure that this is a bit more common than perhaps hope for, than we actually want to believe. Whether or not they say this out loud, at least what they think is, boy, you know what this sounds like, don't you? No, what? Of course, anyone in this situation is painfully aware how all this will sound to anyone, because it's so wild. I really should learn some more illustrating colorful words for describing things. But this is at least a bit juicy. Yeah, I'm perfectly aware what this actually sounds like, and that indeed is the perhaps most ingenious part of it all, because just do things push it beyond all limits, to a stage where it's not, can't likely have happened. I believe everyone follows me now. Because would you tell anyone, the natural reaction would be, this is really somewhat over the hills and far away. And I can see that things like this would happen in reality. And still, it's very much doable. I mean, nothing in this will go against any laws of nature, so just go ahead and make completely freaky psychological thriller, an unbelievable story of all this, and you can be rather sure that you can do your stuff rather undisturbed. And no matter if those things are theoretically realistic, that is, all those things can, of course, actually happen. But all these things, should all these people, the only possible explanation to make such thing digestible for human mind, not mine but yours, is must be a freak of madness. It's just that still actually doesn't explain anything. So every explanation requires another one and another one. Every explanation requires 10 new explanations to fill some new gaps, logical contradictions and so on. So actually this natural explanation becomes not the least more credible in the end. We'll stay in contact